Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kara. I talk about horror movies, and today we are going to talk about one of my favorite horror movies of 2024, Late Night with the Devil. I love this film. It is incredible. It is so aesthetic. The acting is amazing, and it's satanic. It's just so good. Now, I want to talk about it because I just feel like there's so many hidden meanings, a lot of symbolism, and we're going to dissect everything and talk about what certain things mean. If you were a bit confused by the ending, I want to talk about that too. So stay tuned. I'm going to give a brief overview of the plot, and then we'll talk about symbolisms and hidden meanings. If you like this video, please like it. Also, subscribe because I'm going to be doing so many more of these videos. And also, let me know what other movies you were confused about. I would love to talk about it as well. So, let's get right into it. The movie is about a man named Jack Delroy, who is a late night TV presenter back in the 70s. His show is not doing too well, and he is trying to get the ratings up and compete against someone named Johnny Carson, who I think actually was a presenter in the 70s, host in the 70s. So he's trying to get his ratings up, but nothing is working. So, what is one to do when you want your TV show to blow up and you want to become famous? You sell your soul to the devil, of course. So Jack signs a deal, metaphorically, because they are in what they call the Grove, which is something you can actually look up. This is not a secret. This is a meeting between men who are prominent in the industry, and they all meet up and in this secluded location in California. Like I said, you can look this up. This is not a secret. And he makes a deal, and he unknowingly sacrifices some things, but this still doesn't work. He's still struggling to get ratings up. So he does a Halloween special where he has someone named Lily come on the show who is possessed by the devil. So the movie is shot, it's not necessarily a found footage movie. It's shot kind of like there's found footage, but it's also shot like in a documentary style. So it's really interesting. I also really like the aesthetic of it, and the acting is incredible. I just think that because we get a lot of horror movies and a lot of them are the same, so it is so refreshing and unique to have something like this that is different and is filmed in a different way. If you have not seen this movie, though, spoilers ahead, so go watch it, save this video, and then go watch it, and then come back to this video and we'll talk about it. Now, throughout the movie, I noticed certain things. I was confused by certain things. So I want to talk about the things that I was confused about and what I think. And you were probably confused by it as well. Maybe, I don't know. But let's talk about it. So the first thing that I was wondering about was this skeleton man sitting in the audience. The camera panned to him a few times. I think Jack actually asked him a question, but he doesn't respond. He's just sitting there, and we don't know who he is. And I've heard some people say that this is the devil, but I actually think that this is the Grim Reaper. Throughout the movie, we see the death of everything. We see the death of Jack's career. We see the death of his friends, his colleagues, and his wife. And this all happened on that Halloween night at the Halloween special. The Grim Reaper knew that this was going to happen, and he was there. He was watching. So let's talk about the black and white shots. Throughout the movie, when the cameras are rolling, it turns to color, but when the cameras are off, then it goes to black and white. And I think people are like, oh, well, that's just to showcase when the cameras aren't rolling. But I actually think that there's a darker reason for this. When it goes to black and white and the cameras aren't rolling, we actually see a different side of Jack, a darker and more ominous version of Jack. We see him talking to his manager backstage, and it does not seem like he is a nice person at all. He only cares about the show and the ratings. Literally, Christoph, the magician, dies, and the first thing they think about is the show. How will this affect the show? Don't let anyone know, because people are going to walk out, and then we're not going to end up filming the show. Meanwhile, someone literally just died. There is a darkness to that. Some people, anyone who thinks like that is just got a lot of darkness in them, and we really see who he really is. He cares about himself and the show. He wants to be famous so bad. Now, I actually don't think he's a completely horrible person, but The black and white represents his morality, good versus evil. Like his evil side starts to show when it's black and white, and he contemplates like, wait, should I stop the show? Am I doing something bad? Like this is when he starts to think. But when it's in color, everything is good. He is going along with it. So I definitely think that there's a deeper meaning behind the black and the color shot, black and white and color shot. Let's talk about Jack's wife. Now, I actually don't think he knowingly sacrificed his wife. He knew he had to make some sacrifices, but it wasn't clear what that was. And he ended up sacrificing his wife. So, Jack's wife symbolizes a lot. This is his wife. When we're talking about his wife, this is the only time we really see some humanity from Jack. He loves her so much. And this is the time where we get a different glimpse of Jack. But I think he also has a lot of guilt because I think deep down inside he knows what he really sacrificed to get fame, and that was his wife. His wife being on the show that was super highly rated, and then she passed away a few days later. And he did take some time off. He took hiatus from TV, so that I think he was resting with the fact that, oh my God, what did I just do? So we see a little bit of humanity from him. We see guilt. She also symbolizes what it really costs to be famous. Because again, I don't think he knew that he was sacrificing his wife, but he did. And at what cost? He got a highly rated show, but at what cost? Now, the ending, that last scene, what does it all mean? So we see Jack, who had just unalived Lily unintentionally. He thought he was setting his wife free, but really he ended up unaliving Lily. I think this was Abraxas. He possessed Jack, and Jack unknowingly sacrificed Lily for Abraxas. And I think Jack's desperation and vulnerability he was used as a vessel for Abraxas. Abraxas needed some sacrifices. He got Jack's wife, and he ended up getting Lily through Jack. And Jack realizes what he has really done, what the show really cost him. So, what is this movie really about? What I think this movie is really about is to show that you can make deals with the devil and you can get what you want, but it's not going to go in the way that you thought it was going to go. When you play with things, dark magic, you play with the devil, he will be there, he'll be watching you, and he will use you for his own purposes. And I think Jack was vulnerable and desperate, and he, like I said, he was used as a vessel for Abraxas. But Jack got everything he wanted, but he didn't get it in the way that he thought he was going to get it. So the TV show where his wife goes on just days before she passed away, that was one of his highest rated TV shows. The Halloween special was one of the highest rated TV shows. It was going to skyrocket his career. He got what he wanted, but he didn't get it in the way that he thought it was going to go, because that's what happens when you do deals with the devil. You play around with dark magic, you do deals with the devil, and you might get what you want, but not in the way that you thought it was going to go. Jack got everything he wanted. He got fame. He got the highest rated TV shows, but at what cost? Let me know what you guys think. Do you agree? Do you agree with all the symbolisms and meanings? Is there something else that you were confused about? Because there's just so much depth to this movie. There's just so much to analyze. Let me know what you guys think. And did you even like the movie? And again, if you like this video, please like it. Please subscribe, because I am going to be doing a lot more horror movie analyzations. And let me know what horror movies you want me to talk about. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video.